Dr. Garcia, many of our audience might not be familiar with you. Could you please briefly introduce yourself and tell us why you have decided to run for governor?
Yes, so I'm an emergency physician that has been in the COVID-19 front lines for the last 4 months. And I have seen things that I didn't like about our response to COVID. The first thing was that we didn't shield our most vulnerable population. So our elderly started dying in nursing homes. The second thing was that we had the first wave and we had control of that first wave in the hospitals. The hospitals were empty. We had to let go of nurses and doctors because we didn't have enough patients. And that, in any pandemic, I'm a microbiologist, immunologist, so in any pandemic, that is the time to release the population out responsibly and watch the ratio of the infections versus the medical personnel so we don't overwhelm the medical profession. But we didn't do that, and we didn't restart our economy. I didn't feel at the time that there was any medical reason to not do that. But the last thing that really got me is that we have one branch of government, the governor, that has decided to make all the decisions to control the population, to mandate without any checks and balances. And this country was created on checks and balances. So I didn't appreciate that because I had an experience coming from Cuba, and the Cuban government was big government. They took over our land, they took over our hard work, they even took over my mother's license to practice teaching. And I don't believe that big government works. So when I saw a government that mandated and not educated enough, I was venting to my wife in a campfire, and she said, well, I think that you should run for office. It's been your dream all your life. And the reason it's been my dream is because this country has given me so much. I was a skinny kid that came here as an immigrant. I didn't speak English. My cousin handed me down clothes. But I got to a place that with hard work, every immigrant in this country can open opportunities, can make something of themselves and their family, something to be proud of. And I think that us immigrants feel the same. We finally have a piece of land in the world where we could work hard and create opportunities. That's what I did, and I want to defend that against any big government that wants to take it over and shrink our freedom and shrink that right. So that is what made me say, I'm going to run. I've always had that dream, and now the time found me.